Okay, welcome back to my free tutorials and lesson in mathematics. Today we have a question here which we are asked to find the values of a and b if 3a minus 2b is equal to 8 and a over 3 plus b over 2 is equal to 5 over 4. This is still a simultaneous equation question as we work in our previous videos, but this is a little bit different from what we were solving earlier. Here we realize that we have two equations, which one of them is what? In a fraction form. This equation is in a fraction form, and while this one is not in a fraction form. In the other previous questions we solved, both equations were not in fraction form. They are just like this one. So first of all, when you have this question, step 1, as we did in the other videos, you just have to name your equations, equation 1 and equation 2. So this one, we will name it as equation 1 and name this one as what? Equation 2. So solution, so this is the first equation, you name it as equation 1. The second equation is this one, you name it as what? Equation what? 2. But we need to change this fraction form to also be like the equation 1 so that we can easily solve it. Any question you find this way, change it so that it will look like this equation 1 before what? You can solve it. Because if it's going to be fraction form, yes, we can solve it, but it's going to be a little bit tricky for some people, or it's going to take a lot of time in solving it. So first of all, from the equation 2, we know that it's in fraction form, so we can find the LCM here just to make sure that it will also be linear without what? Without it being in a fraction form. So from here we can see that the lowest common multiple will be 12 here. We will find a number basically which all these numbers can go through it without a remainder, and we'll multiply it through the equation. So here the least number we can find is 12. So when we multiply 12 through the equation, it will cancel out this 3, this 2, this 4, and we will get an equation just like the first one. So from the equation 2, to remove the fractions, we multiply through by what? 12. So 12 times this, a over 3, plus 12 times b over 2 is equal to what? 5 over 4 times 12. We are just multiplying 12 through the equation. So when we multiply 12 by this one, it will give us 4a, because 3 into itself 1, 3 into this 12 will give us 4 times this, which is 4a. 2 into itself 1, 2 into 12 will get 6, 6 times b, which is 6b. And 4 into itself 1, 4 into 12, 3, 5 times 3, which will give us 15. So we'll have something like this. This one will give us 4a, this one 6b is equal to what? This one will give us what? 15. This is the same as the equation 2, but we've just changed it so that it will be in a fraction form. So you can name it as what? Equation 2, new. It's the same thing as the equation 2. This equation here is the same thing as this one. We just change it to this one. So by rewriting our two equations, this was our equation 1, which was 3a minus 2b is equal to 8. And this is our equation 2, the new one, 4a plus 6b is equal to our 15. And we are all used to this method now. It's very simple. We can all solve it. Now, we used to apply the elimination method where we try to eliminate one variable first and find the other variable. After that, we then substitute the other variable into any of the equation. But this one, I want us to use a substitution method. It's a different method where you make one of the variable the subject and put it or substitute it into what? The other equation. So first of all, let's pick equation 1. This equation, 3a minus 2b is equal to 8, and make a the subject. We make a the subject from equation 1. So if we are going to make a the subject from equation 1, which is here, the equation 1 is 3a minus 2b is equal to 8. So we want to make a the subject. We send this 1 minus 2b to the other side, and we now have 3a is equal to 8. When we send it to the other side, it will be positive because it was negative here. So 8 plus 2b. So we divide both sides by 3 because we want our a divide here by 3, divide here by 3. So our A will be equal to this 8 plus 2b all over 3. Now we have A standing alone. We have found A, which is 8 plus 2b over 3. We can now put A equal to 8 plus 2b over 3 into equation 2. When we put it into equation 2, which we know our equation 2 is what? 4a plus 6b is equal to what? 15 from here. This is our equation 2. This is where we are putting it. 4a plus 6b is equal to what? 15. Right? So anywhere we see a, we'll put what? 8 plus 2b over 3. So here we have 4a. So 4 multiplied by what? A. And our a is 8 plus 2b over 3 plus 6b, which is equal to what? 15. So now you realize that we have only one variable here, bb, which we can easily find the value of b. So this one, we can multiply through by 3. This one too, we have our LCM here, which will be what? 3. So we can multiply through by what? By 3, because this is over 1, this is over 1 naturally. So our LCM will be what? 3. So we can multiply through by 3. So we have 3 times the whole of this, 4 brackets open, 8 plus 2b over 3 plus 3 times 6b, this one, which is equal to 3 times 15. So when we simplify it further, this 3 will cancel this 3, leaving 4 brackets open, 8 plus 2b, this one. This 3 will cancel this 3, plus 3 times 6b to give us 18b, which is equal to what? 3 times 15, which is 45. So this one, 4 will multiply it through the brackets. 4 times 8 will get 32, plus 4 times 2b will get 8b, plus this 18b is equal to 45. So now we group like terms. We bring the bb together. We have 8b here, we have 18b here, and we have 32 here. So this 32 will send it to the other side. So we have 8b plus 18b is equal to this 45. This 32 is positive. We send it to the other side. It will turn to negative, minus 32. So 8b plus 18b, it will give us 26b, which is equal to what? 45 minus 32, which will give us 13. We want b. Our interest is finding the value of b. So here, 26b is equal to 13. We can divide both sides by what? 26 to make sure our b is alone. So we divide here by 26, divide here by 26. So our b will be equal to, because this will cancel this, and our b will be equal to 13 over 26, which is the same as 1 over 2, because 13 into itself will give you 1, 13 into 26 will give you 2. So 13 over 26 is the same as 1 over 2. So we now have the value of b. So it's easy to find the value of a. Remember, it was not the value of a we found earlier. We only made a the subject to get another function where we can substitute it to find the value of b. Right? I'm talking about this one. I'm talking about this one. We make a this, so we didn't get a specific value for a, but we have a function where a was standing alone. So now we have a specific value for b, which is what? 1 over 2. So we can now substitute the b value, which is 1 over 2, into this function, the a function. The a is equal to 8 plus 2b, where we have b here over 3. Or we can put it inside any of the what? The two equations that we had earlier. Either this one, or this one, or this one. It will all give us the same answer. So our b is equal to 1 over 2. Since b is equal to 1 over 2, we can substitute b is equal to 1 over 2 into equation 1 or 2 to find the value of what? A. So put b is equal to 1 over 2 into equation 1. So we are substituting the entire equation 1. Our equation 1 was 3a minus 2b is equal to 8. So 3a minus 2, we have b here. So in place of the b, we'll put the 1 over 2 there, because the value for b is 1 over 2, which is equal to what? 8. So 3a, this minus 2 times half will give us minus 1 is equal to 8. So 3a is equal to this minus 1, we'll send it across, so it will become positive 1. 8 plus what? 1. So our 3a will be equal to what? 9. So we want the value of a, so we divide both sides by 3. Divide here by 3. So this 3 will cancel this 3, and our a will now be equal to what? 9 over 3. So 9 over 3 is equal to what? 3. So a is equal to what? 3. So now the values of a and b are 3 respectively, as the question asks us to find the values of what? A and what? And b. So our values for a and b are what? 3 and what? Half respectively. So that's all. It's easy to solve. The steps, if you're not getting it, you can go back the steps we go through. You can pause the video, understand each step what we did, and you will get it very easy. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please subscribe to this channel for more videos every day. Thank you.